virtual machine workstation, VMware Workstation, and so this is the first part of the video wherein I'll just explain to you some basic components of the firewall and a quick review of the lab that we are going to set up, right? So let me grab my pen and okay. So what I'm going to do is I will be deleting this. Okay, so Checkpoint, right? Checkpoint is again a vendor that is having a series of firewall appliances, right? So these firewalls are like next gen capability firewalls. So they are like UTM, like Unified Threat Management blades. They have the basic firewall capabilities, and they have the basic firewall capabilities. They have the IPS capabilities, and they have the antivirus capabilities, antivirus capabilities, right? And they have the URL filtering capabilities, and they have threat prevention capabilities, right? uh, what else? They have application awareness, right? So this is like this. They have application awareness. So you might have seen, right, some like in your company Facebook is allowed, but Facebook videos are not allowed, or Facebook chat are not. That is called application awareness, wherein you can block uh, application using the app ID. And then you have what identity awareness also. So this is like you have a AD, and and you can just define that particular group in the AD, and only the members of that group will be allowed or denied depending upon the requirement, right? So that is identity awareness, not just source or destination, but the identity of the PC, or the uh, like person sitting on that IP, right? Because what can happen is, say you have a rule saying 1.10 will be allowed to go to internet, right? So but after some time, what happens, this PC that has 1.10, right, it goes like it shuts down, and another person comes up and he has been assigned this 1.10. So we have DHCP, right? So now that same rule, with the help of that same rule, this guy can go to the internet, right? That's what you don't want. What you want is this PC, if a person named admin, username admin, right, he logs in, and then only he can reach the internet, while as any other person with a guest account should not be able to go to the internet. Or maybe people from sales, it's not just internet, maybe any other policy, right? So that's where the identity awareness helps, right? Likewise, you have many other blades in this checkpoint, which is very helpful, and they are the next generation capabilities of the firewall. Like you have anti-bot also, there's a blade, anti-bot blade. Or you can have this IPsec blade also, right? So you have IPsec blade also, IPsec, or you can say VPN blade, right? VPN blade is there, anti-bot blade is there. Okay, you have email security also, right? You have DLP also. So email is like it can proactively check the attachments, right, in the email, in your email, right, and can define if that's a phishing attack or something that is suspicious, right. And then antibot is like if some of your applications are infected, right, so that can be also proactively identified and mitigated. And you have the uh, email security appliance, right. And yeah, so these are the things that next generation firewall features are supported by the checkpoint, right. So that's what is about the features. Now let's talk about the components of checkpoint. So checkpoint can be deployed in multiple uh, architectures, right. So you can call them models. So one is so let's talk about the components first. So you have a smart manager server, this is called the SMS. And then you have the smart gateway, right. This is the smart gateway, and you have something called the smart client. Okay, so this smart gateway and the smart manager, right, the iOS that it uses is GIA. Okay, and likewise here also. And this client supports only Windows, so there should be a Windows operating system on this client. So this is basically a Windows PC. So what happens is you install the Gaia software here, and then you log in from your client. You do an HTTPS to the smart manager and the gateway. Okay, you set up an IP for that interface, say ETH0 here and ETH0 here. Okay, you do an HTTP, and from the initial wizard, right, initial setup wizard, initial setup wizard, sorry, setup wizard, you define whether this is going to be a manager or a gateway. Okay, once that is defined, what you do is what is the work of the manager is that the manager is the one. So first of all, you have to attach the gateways with the manager. Okay, and then manager will push the policies, the rules, right, to a gateway or multiple gateways that can be within your organization or outside your organization. So this is a management, centralized management server, right. So from here you can push the policies and publish the changes to the gateways. Okay, this is your gateway 2, this is your gateway 1, right. So this is like on the internet, this is like locally on the LAN. So this can be done. And the communication, the control plane that is used to push the policies and the changes uh, is taken care by a protocol called SIC, secure internal communication, right. So that SIC is set up between the smart manager server and the gateway, and it uses certain protocols, certain port numbers that you need to um, allow, right, in the path. For example, for this it's the local LAN, so if you don't have a router in between, right, so that is will be like, permitted. But if you have some devices in between, say for example this gateway 2 is on the internet, right, so you might have some routers in between, right, you might have the firewall, this firewall, say, so you have to allow those ports for the SIC, so that relation between the smart manager server and the gateway is set up, right. So this kind of setup, right, where you have the smart management server and the gateway and a client is called distributed deployment. It's called distributed deployment. There's one another one wherein you have the firewall, the SMS and the gateway in one box only, and then you have the client, smart client, right. This is called standalone deployment. Okay, so so this is how it is, right? So the lab that I'm going to set up is will be on the distributed deployment, right? So I'll have this SMS, okay, and then I have a switch, and then it is connected to this, and then I have a gateway, right? Gateway 1, and then I have a client, smart client. This will be a Windows PC. And then, okay, I didn't say anything about the client, right? Client is just a Windows PC wherein you install the smart console application that can be installed from both these, either the gateway or the smart manager. Once you HTTPS and the initial setup has done, then you can HTTPS to the smart manager or the gateway and download the smart console application and install this on the client. And then, okay, so this is one side of the lab, and then this gateway is connected to the internet, and then other side of the lab is I have another gateway here, and I have PC here. This is just a PC, not a client. Okay, so this is a gateway to, I mean, this is not a smart client, this is a PC, PC2 say. And then so I'm doing this on my virtual machine, right? So what I'll do is I'll bridge these two to my local network, right? That is the 192.168.1.0/24 network, right? So on this local network, I have my own PC also, right? Wherein we have this virtual machine, VMware Workstation, right? So I have this PC on some address in this 192 range. So I'll keep this one as 111, 168.1.111, and I'll keep this as .122. So inside also I'll keep this as 111 and 112. So this will be a 10.6.0.0/24. So I'll keep this as .6. And this one will be .120, and this one will be .110, and this will be 172.16.31.0/24. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to assign this to a VMnet, say 3. So this will have interface with VMnet 3, this will have an interface with VMnet 3, and this virtual machine will have an interface in VMnet 3. Likewise here I'll use VMnet 4. Okay, so this will be on VMnet 4, and this port will be on VMnet 4 likewise. So this is the plan, and kindly join me in my next video, that is the part 2, wherein I will just set up this whole thing, right? So that's it for the video. Bye bye guys, thanks for watching the video, and yeah,